Getting the barns all pressure washed so they can be painted later. It's just good to keep up on stuff like that. Like I said earlier, get the 40-20 hooked up. I doubt we're gonna pull tandems, but I don't know. And here's where he put my buggy, and he went to go mow hay. That is really a good match. Oh yeah, 40-20 looks good on the front of them two wagons. Got the 30-10 on the big 10-foot grain auger, so that way we can fill the oats bin. I don't know why, but it's always an exciting time of the year when you have to fill bins. I don't, maybe it's because you bring in the harvest. You see what the harvest is going to reap, or I mean produce. 7810 is hooked up to the mower. Yes, that wing needs adjusted, but it's not going to get adjusted because, well, I know how to do it. It's just I don't know. I don't think we have a level enough area to. All you got to do is just adjust these turnbuckles, and it will, well, it's supposed to pick the wing up when you let it down all the way. It's supposed to adjust it. Okay, well, we got a wagon in here, hay straw wagon. I got no idea, but it's probably to make room. Ah, yes, that wagon was right here in the way, so that's all I did was put the wagon in a there. Man, that lift sure is a blessing to have. It sure as heck beats trying to stand on a step ladder and accomplish the same thing that a man lift could do. And they're a lot safer too. So if you don't have a man lift on your property or your farm, take it from me, I would recommend or suggest that if you do not own a man lift, okay, you ought to get one, because like I said, they're a game changer. How you couldn't do the same job, you know, you couldn't get up over top of that auger to, you know, wash the side of the building like he's doing. It would be impossible, but with the man lift, it's possible. It takes a little bit getting it into position, more so than with a step ladder, but hey, I would rather work in a basket than work off of a ladder any time of the year. But that's just my opinion. The reason why the 3010 is on the auger is because it's just a little bit too much, or a little under power to pull wagons. The 40-20 handles it perfectly. With that being said, this is a 63 horsepower tractor. The little Heston is, I believe, somewheres around 50 or so. And it is all that the Heston wants to do to unload corn come fall time into the wet bin, because of the wet corn that comes out of the grain cart that comes from the field or a dump truck, comes in the auger running at about, well, 2,000 RPM. I've been told that it's better to run an auger wide open, as hard as that tractor, that little Heston will run, because if you run it at 1,500 RPM, back we had a little 8-inch auger or so, if you run it at partial RPM and the thing plugs, well, you're screwed. You're gonna have some really big unplugging to do. Rather, if you're running it wide open, the chances of it plugging are a lot less. The only thing is, you'll break a shear bolt. That being said, the chances of it being plugged then are slim to none. Okay? Why a shear bolt would break on an auger is only because you are running it. You are only running the engine at way too low RPM for the auger to handle. That is why you run it wide open. So, we've got all the wind checked in our tires as we done the other day. The beds are empty. The doors are shut. I have done that before where I haven't made sure the doors were shut and I have let grain on the floor. But hey, lesson learned, okay? Would be all right to take the crate off the little Heston, but like I said, it is just a little bit, well, okay, maybe I shouldn't say a little bit under power. We're at the maximum that this tractor can handle for a 10-inch auger. It'll handle corn, but that's all it wants to do. Something must be going on with that cow. Holy crud, I've never seen a cow that... Oh my goodness, I've never seen a cow that big before in my life. Dang! Oh my goodness. So either baby isn't eating or I don't know. Man, she's not even that big. Holy crap. I guess she can't quit making milk. I don't know. Yeah, I know. You're doing good. So, that partial wagon was this wagon here of the square bales that we're going to try and square bale for a customer. He wanted 2 loads of second cutting idiot blocks. So there's where we stacked the wet hay because it was too wet when we baled this out to here. So we stacked it here and we're going to feed it to that cow and calf right down the way. So because that way, well, 1, I don't have to haul hay down to it. 2, we already have the square bales down here from the wet second cutting hay. He just rolled back in with the disc bind. He's still washing away on the side of the barn. Life keeps going on. Well, there's the empty weight, 22,400. So, Dussel's wagon, them 2 are ours. So Dad's gonna go run it across our truck scales. Ain't no way that thing weighs 22,400 pounds unless somebody's just screwing with us. It is what it is. Washing the barn, we're gonna do the roof too. I think we're gonna do that roof. I don't know if we're gonna paint the steel or not. Yeah, we might. Yeah, we're going to. No, that's just tree sap and just all the yick off the trees. But we'll put this grain head on a combine and we will start chewing away at them oats. And there he goes. Let 2024 oat harvest begin. So it's been confirmed that in the couple videos ago, you guys remember I was mowing and the deck would just shut off on the 729, just like somebody hit the switch. But in reality, the switch was not touched over there and the deck shut off on its own. What had happened was this little guy here is not making contact. Somewhere, this little guy right here, the safety is not making contact. So I don't know, it's almost like, you know, it comes down. Okay, here it click. So it's almost, I'm gonna try and put a piece of tape underneath that, over that little guy there. Is there somewheres I can, yes, I can put a zip tie around it and hold it in that way. So in my haste to fix it, I now have no switch for the up and down. Okay, I want to see if the blades will run though. Nope. Oh, wait a minute. That's not, that come unplugged. Aha! Something dumb. So I went out and mowed with it and I thought it was doing better, but in reality it's doing the same thing. So you know what? That's coming off and Gonna get a new, too damn bad you just can't get the, oh, you know what? It's war. See that adjustment right there? Right there? Yeah, it allows it to move. That is mucho no good. So, we're gonna have to get a new one of these, and they're like 500 bucks. They're expensive. Can't run the mower without it, unfortunately. The boys are doing their thing over there, and I'm doing my thing over here. Oh, it's a shame that the other mower broke, but hey, grateful to have a backup mower that is in good running order. Hey, you can't cry about, you know, not having any mower. This, even though it's not a deck over mower, an out front deck, it still cuts grass. Yes, it's a little on the slower side because it's a tractor and not a zero turn mower, but you can't have the best of everything. Gonna head home and see what is different about that other mower. 727, this is 729. The other one's got a 5-foot deck, this has got a 6-foot deck. Same chassis, just different engine, like I said, in a smaller deck, the other mower. So about a half hour or so ago, I had somebody call me, okay? And I don't have that very often. And it was from a 618 area code, wherever the heck that is. And so I answered it because I had a missed call. And surprisingly, it was a real person, okay? That can't speak a shit of English. That was interesting. So I said to him, I said, what do you want? Because, you know, people that waste my time with phone calls like that don't deserve my time, okay? And for, what, all of 10 seconds I talked to this dork? I blah 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 blah. Huh? I got no time for stupidity. Out of anyone. Yeah. I don't. Nope. I'm not gonna take it from nobody. I don't like people that think it's okay to waste my time like that. And I really don't like people that say, you know, oh, you know, we could have tried a little bit harder next time. To say that about the president, you're an idiot. Yeah. Oh, I could have tried a little harder. Yeah, you're a freaking idiot. So, with that being said, you wanted to hit the guy in between the head and kill him? Because that's all that, because that is what all of America took it as and knows what it was that you intended to do was to kill the president. Okay? So, yeah, there's people getting fired left and right for comments like that. I mean, people are just, they're dumb. So I'm over here to 727. Yes, 727. And believe it or not, this has got the same switch. Okay, this one hasn't. Oh, you know what? You know what? I think that button might be longer on this one. Yes. You see that little indent right there in the center of the screen? How it's kind of raised up around the edge? That's not like that on the 729. So you know what that tells me is the switch is bad, okay? Because it's pushing down on this rod here. Okay, making contact. So that's what's bad, is that switch. Okay, I know it is. So I started out with this mower. The sun is just getting down into my line of sight, where even striping back and forth with this mower, I cannot see where I've been. So we're gonna try it with this mower, and the only advantage is the steel roller underneath. Okay, lays the grass down in the direction that you went, so when you come back, it makes it look darker than what it actually is because of the grass being laid over, and thus you can see where you've went. Yes, I know this thing's a slow, unproductive pig, but you know what? I'd rather be able to see where I've went than worry about speed. See what I mean? A steel roll does wonders. It sure as heck does. There's some things I like about this diner. So I just wanted to come out and show everybody what a good job that Steiner does at being able to stripe compared to the grasshopper in the sun. There's about an hour left of sunlight or so. So yeah. It is what it is. And I like the grasshopper because it, you know, it's a smoother ride. But like I said, the Steiner stripes better than the grasshopper. So it's, you know, there's pros and cons on both mowers. I changed my mind. There's always tomorrow. And this one, I don't know why the deck runs. Runs when the tractor does, even though the lever's off. But it is what it is. I am so tired from this week and just everything. Yeah.